Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I guess it's time for doing something really special. And what does that special mean? Well, I haven't really done like any comic book update or review or anything like that. I've been really focused on basically on other assets like DVDs and Blu-rays or video games or anything or that matter. But I haven't really done a comic book. So I do have like two discs. One is the Blu-ray and one is the DVD. But I also have some comic books that I want to basically share with you guys what I just purchased. And some of them are actually for Batman, others are just basically just random stuff. So what kind of stuff I got for me? Well, you're just going to have to wait until you find out. Today, I am Press 1 to be reviews. Welcome back. Alrighty then. So I guess we could start off originally with some Batman graphic novels that I really wanted to basically pick up. Now I know originally The Dark Knight Rises is going to come out on Blu-ray versus for its own, but originally I'm not really in a rush to picking that up versus yet because, well, there are really just things I need to pick up. For instance, I haven't really got myself around to picking up graphic novels. Based on Batman originally. They have been very well good Batman comic books out there originally, early mid-80s and 90s, and I think originally into the 2000s. But I really want to really start reading some previous old school Batman comics. So I actually did pick up 3 of them. The first one, I know a lot of people have heard this before and already know basically explained about it. But I actually this is the first time I ever basically picking up originally because I never understand the character Bane. Because I know the Batman Dark Knight Rises has the Bane in the third final movie. So I want to understand about his history and his background and how he actually breaks Batman's back and how he basically become the ruler of Gotham City and everything else. So I actually picked up Batman Nightfall. Yeah, this is volume 1 of the Bane story. Now, I was very well kind of easily interested in reading it. So I'm actually looking forward to basically pick up the movie while I basically wait when it comes out and actually read the story. Now I know a lot of people already heard about this before, and I don't need to explain about it. But for me, as a superhero fan myself, I do like to basically read some materials of it. Now a lot of people really don't understand about the story of the character Bane, that he comes from a very well considered island from hell. And really tried to basically to drink up his revenge and basically succeeded to breaking the Batman, which he has, certain dreams of it and everything else. So I guess I could probably give you a very good look of it towards it. I know a lot of people have read it so much, which I don't really explain to it, but I think this is basically my experience of it because I want to really give you a proper understanding of why I haven't kind of really understood about the characters and basically villains. The Rose Gallery, because I understand about the Joker and everything else, but I never really understand about the character Bane. So this is actually a really good experience, so it has really got nice, good artwork of it, but I will show you how the character Bane was first reborn. So we have the Revenge of Bane, which is the first chapter based of his origin, which I could probably give you a little bit of it. And yeah, there's the book of Bane's mother. If I could just give you the version right there, like so. Which is actually a nice, good, original image of how basically the character is. And then if we move a little bit forward, a little bit more, let's see, which probably be a good picture I could maybe give you a look forward to it. I guess I might give you this thing. Yeah, right here. This is basically his secret history his mission is trying to have the image of the bat, and just basically we're seeking basically revenge, which I guess we're trying to basically break the Batman originally, and that should really become not as more just anything originally than basic just humans. So you will see him in training, where he's basically going off, basically doing as much as they can to have enough strength to rush break Batman. And he's actually really just basically fighting with this character as well. So basically in the movie, I know a lot of people think that it's not really the death of Batman, Richard, but it's actually Dark Knight Rises. So basically towards the time originally, I think towards the time in about 8 years, Batman's been besieged originally from Gotham, trying to basically, cover up his grounds and everything else, stuff like that, which I really. And then he has certain dreams about the Batman, imagining him basically getting a chance to meet him. So you can see right here that he has a certain dream sequence of him thinking about the Batman who really tore over Gotham City. And I guess I could maybe show you how he becomes Bane. I guess I could maybe give you basically a look of it. Let's see. I guess, yeah, right here. This is during the time when he arrives in Gotham City, puts on the very well mysterious and most really fearing mask that you could ever possibly imagine to wear, and actually just basically converted to this the mask himself, so actually pretty show them. And I guess I could probably show you, Richard, of how he breaks Batman's back. So it's a very well gruesome, Richard, way, but bear with mind you, it's a very well good. Let's see if I can find a page of it. If I can find it. No, it's around here, Richard. Just kidding. But I guess I could show you how he will commit the chaos, which of all based of all the Arkham villains, Richard, that really escaped from Arkham City. I guess I could just give you a show out of it, so you can basically tell. Let's see. So he basically released all the villains from Arkham: Scarecrow, Joker, Two-Face, the whole base of the villains that and crooks that Batman puts in away from Arkham Asylum, and then thanks to the bludgeoning of Bane of himself, and actually really kind of trying to find out about Batman's, his mobile base, trying to capture these crooks and everything. It's a very intense original moment, because this is the first time I'm ever reading this stuff originally for the very first time, and I'm very well surprised of actually reading this guy. So, but this is actually a different version than you look at the movie version. Now, like I said before, I will give you a proper means of why basically this is actually the storytelling of basically of Nightfall. It's a little different version towards Richard. Now, for myself, Richard, I have seen the film Richard itself. I was trying to really understand about the character Bane and how basically in this version it's a lot more different. So really, if you really want to basically understand about the character, want to understand about the character Bane, definitely pick up the Nightfall version. There is 3 volumes of basically this, which I have volume 1 of it, which is right there. And originally it's a very well conceived way, but really it's a beautiful storyline. And this is the first time I've ever been really understanding about it originally very suddenly. I guess we should get that. Yeah. And actually really understand the story. And to me, it's actually really just a very well standalone original story that I think a lot of people don't know understand about the character Bane and how he basically become the ruler based off Gotham City, while Batman was basically off away, basically having his back been healed and everything else. Next up, I do really want to pick up these sets because, well, with the video game towards the base of the story, well, this is, in this version here, this is actually towards a lot more different towards the first Batman video game, which we have Batman Arkham Asylum. This is actually Gabe Mousen, and I guess pronounce his name right. This is the graphic novel version that I actually picked up from a couple. I actually picked these these sets which about a while back originally, and I actually really wanted to actually pick up some pretty well good Batman graphic novels. So really, there's not much I can say about that. This is a very well edition of it. And if you guys notice that Batman Arkham City has a comic book as well. A very well nice, good graphic novel. Yes, I actually picked up the Arkham City graphic novel. I have to say, this takes a couple months later after from Arkham Asylum. So really, this is actually a very well told story right after Arkham City was about to be built. So this is actually a really kind of interesting story because Paul Dini, who is the creator of the Batman anime series, and actually come up with basically the idea to actually retell the story. Well, we actually told the story of what happened in the events of Arkham City, Arkham Asylum. So it's actually very well interesting because as I was reading it, I was very kind of fascinated and wanted to pick up the video game version as well. But I was very kind of curious when I saw this version at Amazon. I did not know this was only taking place right after Arkham City was about to be built. So this is actually pretty well new. If you really want to basically understand how Arkham City was built and everything, definitely pick up this graphic novel. It's really not hard version to find. You could probably find this at Amazon really cheaper, or you could find this Barnes & Noble. I actually found all these three versions for Barnes & Noble. You can get two graphic novels for about about $30 originally for a piece, and you get third one for for free. So I got this one for free, and these two I had paid for about. This one basically was $29. This one basically was $14, and for total that was about like 30 or 40, $40 which is for a piece, and I actually got the version for free. So really awesome. I guess I could probably show you version of the picture version of how the events are based off Arkham Asylum. So yeah, like right here. This is during right after when Batman used the explosive gel and actually beat Joker, the Venom Joker, took the base of Venom of that originally, so I guess I could give you a nice good image of it. So he's basically taking that rich risk and then basically punch right. And right, so basically well told story of basically the events of Arkham Asylum, and Arkham City. So you actually get a little bit of a glimpse of basically that, which is actually pretty cool, Richard, because it really takes place of that original very well something from the video game. And really, there's one more I can say, but I did eventually pick up some other graphic novel books that one I really wanted to have. And of course, as I know a lot of people already know about it and probably haven't really got a chance to really speak of it. So I actually pick up Pokemon: The Tales of the Electric of Pikachu, which is actually a nice, good, richly graphic novel. I have read basically a few chapters of it, and this actually is a real well good, rich story. Because I do have the comic book issues. I do have the issues of it, and I'm happy to say, Richard, getting this richly into the collection is actually worth something, Richard. I actually paid this version for about $4 for a piece, which it wasn't that really that expensive. I think it was really kind of fine version for $4. That's not bad, and really doesn't enjoy version much of it, so that's definitely worth something. And then I actually pick up a Superboy graphic novel. Now, this is not your typical 1960s Superboy comic. This is actually the Kurt Connor. This is actually the Connor Kent storyline, which we have Smallville Attacks, which is actually a nice, good storyline based of Carter, based on him as a DNA from Superman's clone, and try to basically be basically a clone version of Clark Kent and Superman. But what I like about the storyline is actually very well, how can I say, more kind of towards different tone to it. But I actually find it pretty interesting because the character Connor Kent, who you probably may be familiar with in Smallville from the episode in season 10, and then basically see him in Young Justice. And I really want to understand about the character itself, but I did not notice that the original clone of Superboy was a lot more different because he had that black jacket with the emblem symbol on the back of the jacket and everything else, and it just kind of didn't feel like right with it. But as I was reading this version, I was very well kind of fascinated with this character, because this character, this version right here, is a lot more different. Because if you look at previous Superboy comics, you could probably tell he was more kind of like hippie, very trying to be swear jar. He had that very weird outburst of a hairdo where he had to space it over that. Yeah, it's just a mess. But this is actually really far more good storyline, and it really takes place originally off of Smallville, Superman's hometown, because we have, you know, the Corporate character, Carter, who actually wants to try to take a field base of Superman's hometown. So he actually tried to, you know, take care of Mom Kent, that you probably are familiar with, and then all of a sudden, just, you know, raised by the farmers properly, and decided to have a nice, steady, smooth life. But it's very well kind of in his own way, originally, a version of it. So, but you know, it's a really good story. So originally, it actually is pretty well darn good originally, because some of the base of the dialogue is kind of a little odd originally in a way to me. But to be fair, it's not that bad originally. I don't think it really have that much of a difference. I think I can probably show you the first page how originally it's a little bit kind of odd originally, but you know, it has some moments. Really has some moments of the story, and I don't think it's going to have to be too off, you know, to basically see what it's. But yeah, it's not that bad. But really, it's kind of odd with the story. But if you like the basically Superboy or any Superman liked it towards it, you definitely will pick this up. It's pretty well. Now, as I said originally before, I don't really mind originally watching any Batman-related movies, but I do have the Batman Gotham Knight and Batman Batman Year One, and basically there are a few basic Batman movies which I just want to pick up for basically that cheap. So I didn't really spend the whole basically ton money basically on that originally, so I wait until after when I find myself a good Batman related stuff. But one of them was actually really I wanted to get, and it was basically solid for dirt cheap for $6. I actually finally got myself to pick it up, because I actually owned this on VHS, which is back in, I think, during the time originally when VHS started going a little bit more downhill, but I actually picked up for it based on Blu-ray, because I wanted to add it to my collection. I was thinking about picking it up on DVD, but I'm thinking, you know what, I saw this was on Blu-ray with a ton of features. I actually picked up Batman the movie. Yes, 1960 movie starring Adam West and Burt Ward. I actually find it very well, really good original quality. And I have to say, for what I'm basically watching, I can tell when people really enjoy this movie so much. Because I personally enjoy it because, well, it's kind of campy towards it originally in so many ways. But, you know, it has some moments originally because, you know, it's just a Batman movie. That's just how, you know, Batman movies or TV shows are all about. Just make it very well entertainment, fun. And this actually really kind of took the icing of the cake. So, there's not more I can say about it. So, based on the back, you have basically nice good featurettes. I mean, there's a ton of features based on this set, literally. And then inside, yeah, just nice good just artwork with the eco casing pack case. And nothing more I can say about that. This is a special edition of it. This is the I think the 50th anniversary of the edition. So basically, in terms of special features, we have commentary after Adam West and Burt Ward, commentary by screenwriter Lord Sample Jr. Inside the scoop track, Dolby Digital HD's master sound, which is basically loose basically when you can hear the audio cut. It's the audio feature. You have Batman Dynamic Legend feature, Kate Crusaders The Hero Interpreter feature, Gotham City's Most Wanted feature, 2001 featurette, the Batmobile review with Batmobile revealed with George Benderman, if that's his name right. The Batmobile Infantry Tour, Batman on location, the map of the movie, Holy Trembling Batman, the original, the theatrical trailer and thing and I can't even pronounce to say it right. The original theatrical trailer and teaser trailer. And then you also got the Spanish trailer, which is actually pretty well interesting because I actually found the Spanish trailer a little bit more better than the English trailer because it does give you the subtitles, which in a very strange, odd way. But as I was watching it, I was like really kind of fascinated with it. And then you have Still Gallery, which is basically just a bunch of image stills and everything else, but really nice, good collection in the Batman collection. So yeah, that's definitely awesome. And then finally, I saw this version for about $5. I really saw this passing by version through October, and I really didn't want to plan on getting this because, well, it's a double feature version. I mean, I'm not just going off this base of buying these movies that comes with a double feature package, and I'm not like that originally. Even if it's really kind of like a nice edition of it, and have two movies for the price of one, that's fine. But really, I just didn't want to plan on getting it. But saw it for about $5, and I want a little bit of Batman stuff in my collection, so I thought, why not? So I have the double feature of Return of the Joker and Batman Faces Dracula. Yes, I despise the base of seeing this movie, the Faces Dracula. I have to say it's not really a bad movie. It's not really fermented with seeing the Dark Knight faces the blood-sucking killer Dracula himself. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not perfect. Now for the Return of the Joker, I know it's available on Blu-ray version, but this is the version cut of it. So you have the uncut version of it, and you have the Batman Faces Dracula, both for simultaneously the double feature. But yeah, I just saw this version for basically for $5, and I didn't really want to get it at all because I just kind of wanted to get it in a nice typical package, you know, because originally the Return of the Joker was actually a little bit more different, have a different cover, and I wanted to pick it up on Blu-ray just because it was in nice good quality, but I kind of missed it out. I didn't feel like basically know if they was having it in certain stores anywhere, so I started thinking, why not? Just basically pick up the double feature package it and just went for it. So I guess we're going to give each other the front cover and on the back. I actually find it pretty obvious. Like you have the 2005 Batman cartoon image, and then you have the Beyond image on the back. Why would they do that? I have no idea. But you have some pretty well good features, and they show you show the inside of the inside. If not, I guess I'll just show you now. There you go. So yeah, that is basically uncut in the original, which is actually very well kind of standard. I have watched the original and uncut version such online so many times, and I have to say it's not that bad. So, turn to special features. You have comment on the Beyond, on the Return of the Joker. You have commentary by filmmakers, the behind-the-scenes documentary, music video from Crash, animated character blog, post notes, deleted scenes, and animated tests. So yeah, not that really much of the excitement, just as long based on the DVD version, just basically a different kind of package. And on the Batman Faces Dracula, you have science faces supernatural, super centers. I guess I'll call it supernatural data files from the Batman computer program of the Dracula's legend. City of Night, insert of Gotham City's map that reveals the cool making of the sunlit, and then Voice in Closing, which is a pop-up, maybe Travis and interviews are based about the voice behind the scenes of the film itself. So really nothing that special, which is just kind of nice to do the basic feature as special. But personally, I really just want to have this in my collection. And like I said before, I really will hopefully maybe get this in a trade out and actually get basically the Return of the Joker in Blu-ray context. And then hopefully I might pick this up as a separate Blu-ray with a separate DVD packaging. But personally, I actually really enjoy basically and stuff, especially with the Batman Beyond originally, because I used to watch that show originally when it came on originally. I used to record it originally so much, but personally, I really enjoy every single moment of it. So, yeah. So yeah, that's my entire comic book and basically, I guess half of it of my movie collection originally in some way. Because, like I said, I haven't done any comic book graphic novels since lately. And I think, why not just spread the fun? So that is it for me for now. So until next time, this is Ed Brown. Thank you for watching. And sayonara.